Russell fam, today we are going to talk about why we decided to homeschool. Be back in just a second. Every homeschool parent gets asked that question, why we decided to homeschool. And every homeschool family has a different answer because everybody has a different reason why they decided to homeschool. Okay, to give you one of the reasons why we started homeschooling, I've got to give you a little background on Bailey. I developed preeclampsia with Bailey, and we didn't know that I had it. My blood pressure did not shoot up. I did not have that symptom, so I did not know that I had preeclampsia with him until I went into labor 8 weeks early with him. And so I went to the doctor, they stopped my contractions, and they ran some tests, and then they found out that I did, in fact, have preeclampsia. So then I had to have an emergency C-section with him, and he was 8 weeks early. We did not expect him that early. So with him being 8 weeks early, they did not expect him to make it. Looking at him now, you would never know that, but they did not. So he spent a while in the NICU until he got up to the weight that he needed to, until he could meet their requirements, take the bottle and all of that. So there were certain requirements that he had to meet before we could come home. So once we came home, it was fine after that. He was home for a while. He stayed with my mom, but as soon as we put him in daycare, the third day he was in daycare, he was sick, and he stayed sick. And he had tubes put in before he was a year old, and he had his tonsils taken out before he was 3. So he was a very sick child, and my pediatrician told me that he had to come out of daycare. He could not stay in daycare. His body just couldn't take it. We had to spend a week in the hospital for the third worst case of hand, foot, and mouth my pediatrician had ever seen. So Bailey came home, and ever since he has been out of daycare, he had to have another set of tubes, but he was, I think, 7 when he had to have those done. But because he was a preemie, because he stayed so sick, and our doctor told us that he had to come out of daycare, one of the reasons we decided to homeschool was because of his health. We wanted to make sure that he was going to be fine. So that was one of our reasons why we decided to homeschool. Okay, another reason we decided to homeschool was because we wanted our children to be raised on a Christian curriculum. We wanted the Bible and God to be up front in everything that they did. So we found a homeschool curriculum, which is My Father's World, and I will leave links up here in the iCard for you to check them out. We've got Becca's curriculum, which is a kindergarten curriculum, and we have Bailey's, which is Rome to Reformation. And like I said, I'll leave both of those in the iCard above. But that was one thing we seriously wanted, is our children to have a Christian-based curriculum and be taught God's Word. Another reason we decided to homeschool is because we wanted our children to learn certain things and not to learn certain things. For example, our school system is currently not teaching cursive. And I thought it was important that my children learned cursive because most of our historical documents are written in cursive. And if you can't write cursive, then you can't read cursive. So that was one of the reasons. And another reason is I did not want them to learn certain things. I did not want them to learn Common Core math. I wanted them to learn math like I did and have to think about it and be able to work everything out. So that is another reason we decided to homeschool. Another reason we decided to homeschool is because we wanted more family time. I wanted to be able to spend time with the children instead of having to work and rushing home and having to cook and get them supper and then get homework done and get them in bed. I wanted to be able to enjoy time with them. I wanted to be able to curl up on the couch and read a book to them without having to feel rushed and get all of that done that I needed to. So more family time was really important to us. The last reason we wanted to homeschool is so we could have a flexible schedule. I love being able to homeschool 4 days a week. So if we have a doctor's appointment, we can move our schedule around to whatever works best for us. If we decide we want to go on a family vacation, I don't have to wait for the schools to be out for the kids to go with us. We can go on vacation when it's not as crowded. We can leave on a Friday and get there and enjoy time, do school on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we have Friday open. Or if we want to go on vacation and stay and come home on a Monday, then we could do school on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So homeschooling with a flexible schedule is amazing. I hope this video has helped you to understand why we have decided to homeschool. And like I said, every family homeschools for a different reason. There is no right or wrong answer of why people homeschool. It is just a choice that they make that works best for their family. So please remember to be kind, to be considerate, be careful, and have a great day. Bye.